She asks you something that sounds completely offhand. Maybe it is about your weekend plans. Maybe it is about whether you are with someone. Maybe it is oddly specific in a way that makes you pause for a second. Here is what most men never pick up on. Women do not ask random questions. Every single question she directs at you carries a reason behind it. Some of them are carrying far more interest than the words on the surface suggest. These are not filler conversation. They are probes, quiet tests, and thinly veiled invitations dressed up as casual curiosity. Here are 10 questions women only ask when they are genuinely attracted to you. 1. Are you seeing anyone right now? No woman asks about your availability because she is making small talk. When this question comes up, she is doing something specific. She is checking whether the path is clear. She wants to know if there is someone in the picture, if there is a reason she should keep her distance, or whether there is nothing standing between her and moving forward. How she brings it up tells you something too. If it surfaces casually mid-conversation, she has probably been sitting on it for a while and finally found the right opening. If she asks it directly, she has already moved past wondering and into deciding. Either way, this question is never idle curiosity. She is asking about your availability because she has already thought about what she would do with the answer. 2. What kind of woman are you attracted to? This is not a survey. It is a mirror she is holding up in your direction, hoping to see herself reflected back. If you describe qualities she recognizes in herself, watch her expression shift. If you describe something she feels she is not, watch her push back on it or quietly position herself as the exception. This question is her way of finding out whether she fits your criteria without having to ask that directly. It is also a confidence check. A man who answers this clearly and without hesitation reads as someone who knows what he wants, and that alone is attractive. 3. Why are you still single? This is a compliment with a question mark attached to it. She is not genuinely puzzled. She is telling you she considers you a catch and cannot work out why nobody has claimed you yet. The subtext running underneath is consistent. She is wondering whether she should be the one to change your situation. If she follows it up with something like, "You must have no shortage of options," she is not making an observation. She is announcing herself as a candidate. She wants to hear that the position is open, and she is letting you know she is interested in being considered for it. 4. What are you doing this weekend? Not someday, not generally. This weekend specifically. That precision is not accidental. She is not filling silence. She is looking for a gap she might fit into. If your answer is that you have nothing much planned, she is hoping you will fill that space with her. If you already have plans, she is listening carefully to find out whether those plans involve other women or leave any room at the edges. This is one of the most common ways a woman sets up an invitation to spend time together. She is handing you the opening. The only move required is to take it. 5. Where would you take someone on a date? Translation: describe our first date without calling it that. She is not doing research. She is placing herself inside the scenario you are building as you speak. If your answer is specific and imaginative, she will picture herself there. If it is generic, she will quietly adjust what she expects from you. The strongest answer you can give is one that is personal, not just dinner somewhere, but a place that has a story behind it, a reason you chose it. She is not measuring your budget. She is measuring your ability to create an experience worth having. If her eyes animate while you are answering, she is already imagining it, with you in it. 6. Who was that you were just talking to? This is jealousy in casual clothing. She is asking about the other people in your orbit because she wants to understand where she stands relative to them. If it was a woman, a friend, a colleague, anyone, she is already running a quiet assessment. She will keep the tone light, possibly even playful, but underneath she is gauging the competition. If she follows up with questions like, "Is she your type?" or "Do you two talk often?" the interest is deepening. This is a clear signal that she is emotionally invested. A woman who feels nothing about you never thinks to ask who else has your attention. 7. What do you actually do for fun? She is not bored and filling time. She is scouting. She wants to know whether your world is one she could see herself stepping into. If your answer involves things she could be part of, she will mentally place herself in the scene. If what you describe sounds alive and a little unpredictable, her interest rises. The question sounds casual because it is designed to, but her mind is running a specific calculation the whole time. Can I picture myself in his life? Does what he's describing sound like something I want to be near? Your answer either opens that door or quietly closes it. 8. Are you always like this? This is not a real question. It is a compliment that is put on a question mark as a disguise. She is acknowledging the energy you bring and putting it directly on the table. She wants you to know she has noticed how she feels around you, and she is watching closely to see how you handle being called out on it. If you go awkward and deflect, you lose ground. If you hold it, easy smile, relaxed delivery, something like only when it counts, you pass. She is flirting openly and waiting to see if you will meet her there. This is one of the clearest verbal signals she can send, and it gets missed more often than it should. 9. Have you ever done anything completely out of character? She is not compiling a list of your adventures. She is looking for evidence of spontaneity, a willingness to take risks, a sense that you are capable of surprise. Women are drawn to men who have stories that are worth telling, men who have pushed into uncertain territory and come out the other side. She wants to know you are not entirely predictable. If your answer makes her lean forward and ask you to keep going, you have found exactly what she was looking for. This question is really asking, are you exciting or are you safe? The best possible answer suggests you are both. 10. Can you help me with this? Maybe it is something that needs lifting. Maybe it is something she cannot reach. Maybe it is something she wants explained. But it is never really about the task itself. She is creating a reason to be in close proximity to you, to interact with you physically, and to watch how you handle yourself when called upon. Every small request is a quiet audition. She is observing whether you are willing, whether you are capable, whether you make it easy, or whether you complain. If she keeps finding new things she needs your help with, she is not particularly unlucky. She is manufacturing reasons to be near you. The task is the excuse. You are the point. The next time a woman comes at you with one of these questions, pause before you answer and think about what is actually being asked beneath the words. The surface sounds casual. What is underneath it is anything but. Women have been telling you exactly where their interest lies. You just have not been tuned in to the frequency they are broadcasting on. If this shifted how you see things, share it with someone who needs to hear it, and drop a comment below with the question that surprised you most.